Have you ever been in a position where you were maybe asked to pray for someone or pray out loud and you instantly felt the blood like go for like leave your body and your whole body is tingling, your heart is pounding and your mouth is dry? That's definitely happened to me. And in today's video, I want to share with you how I overcame prayer anxiety, and hopefully it will inspire you too. Hi ladies, Nina here. Welcome to my channel. And if you are an imperfect Christian woman who wants to get closer to God, improve her faith, then you are on the right channel. Do not go anywhere. Prayer is an amazing gift. It's an amazing gift we get from God. There is something powerful in prayer. You know, I have heard many times that people are afraid to pray out loud. People who have been going to church for 20 years, 30 years, even longer. Some people who have been going less, but just all these people who have been going to church for a very long time feel intimidated. Jeremiah 29:12. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. It makes me want to cry. That's what I did. I prayed yesterday. In 1998, 1999, I was a baby, brand new baby Christian, just born again. And I didn't know anything. I just knew very little, and I was very intimidated, and I didn't really know where to start. I did know I wanted to pray, and I knew I wanted to talk to God, right? I knew I wanted to talk to him. So I know 1998, 1999 is a very long time ago. I was in my mid-20s. So I can't remember if it was several weeks or several months, but I do remember this when I was brand new. I didn't know how to pray. I remember going to bed every night and I would just, like, I need to say a prayer, but I didn't know what to say. And I remember every single night, I would just say, I love you. I would just say, I love you, God. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being in my life. I would just say, I love you over and over again. I remember this so specifically because I remember thinking to myself, what are you doing? You know, like, okay, you've said this enough. He gets it. But I just didn't know what else to say. Okay, so then over the course of time, I matured, I got a little older. I can't remember, it was maybe several months, maybe even a year or so. I was like, okay, you've got to take this to the next level. And, you cannot just keep saying, I love you over and over and over every night. And so I wanted to take it to the next level, but I'm like, how could I do that? How could I see how to pray? What I sound like? What am I doing? And so the only thing I could think of is I got a notebook. I'm like, I know, I got an idea. I'm going to get a notebook. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write down, Lord, dear Lord, like a letter. I would write him a letter, dear Lord. And I would start out, I love you. But anyway, as time grew on, I would just add things, try different things. And then when I was done, I would read it. And I'm like, okay, does this sound okay? Does this sound normal? Does this sound weird? Does this sound crazy? And so that's how I started learning how to pray, is I just am like, this is the only way I know how to teach myself. I did have people that would pray, like my spiritual mom. She would pray for me. My stepmom would pray for me periodically. So I have heard other people pray, right? I kind of had an idea, but I was like, what do I sound like? Well, I don't know. Then over a period of time, I don't know if someone recommended this book or if I went to a bookstore and found it. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there used to be Christian stores, like actual stores that were just for Christians, where you could go in and buy books and all kinds of Christian things. I used to go into these stores and you can browse. They'd have coffee shop in there and you could browse and look around. And it was awesome. Or I found this book by Stormy or O'Martian, which is a crazy name, right? Like a Martian. Anyway, I got these books. She has a series of books called The Power of a Praying, and then it would be blank. It would be Power of a Praying Woman, Power of a Praying Wife, Power of a Praying Mom, or Parent, or whatever. And so I got The Power of a Praying Woman. And then I got the wife, and then I got the mom. Anyway, I got them, but you would read each chapter, and at the end of each chapter, she would have a prayer. And I just remember any time in my life for years where I felt stuck, I would have those books and I would go back to those books. I would go back to the chapter. If I was having trouble with my children or whatever, I'd go to the chapter specifically for that thing, and I would just start saying that prayer that she had in the back of her book. And I would just say it and I would pray it. And anyway, so that was another way, because I'm like, well, this lady, she's an expert, right? She wrote a book on prayer. Like, she must be an expert. So if I pray these prayers and I hear myself say it and I just train myself how to say these things, then I will get better. Okay, then fast forward a little bit more, and my twins, they are twin girls. They were in freshmen in high school. I don't know if you've ever had girls that go into high school as freshmen and they're, girls. Anyway, you really, really need to start praying. I was a single widowed mother at the time of 4 children. And I just remember I was on my own. I was like scared. So my friend, she recommended I go to BSF, which is Bible Study Fellowship. I went to there, I signed up, and I met some other women, and our children went to the same school. And actually, so sweet, they invited me to join their mom's prayer group. And they said we meet once a week, and we just get together for 1 hour and pray over our children. And I was like, yeah, okay, I love God, I love my kids, and they need prayer, and so do I. So I'm like, I'm in, sign me up. So this is probably 2009, 8-ish. First times ever praying out loud in front of people and these moms. And it was terrifying. My heart would pound, my mouth would go dry, I'd be trembling, but you know what? I did it. I forced myself to do it. I did it. And it felt pretty amazing, actually. Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation. So don't be anxious about anything, meaning don't be anxious to pray. But in every situation, in prayer, in anything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is amazing. And if you want to learn how to pray for people, let me know in the comment section below. So anyway, you guys, there is power in prayer. I hope this inspires you today. Let me know in the comment section below. What other videos would you like to see? What other things would you like to know? I would love to share them with you. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.